Okay, I purchased this on eBay. I won it in an auction. And there's two reasons why I've taken an interest in this. I'll tell you in a second, but it's just perfect quality. I mean, I'm not sure how old it is. 80s, I think. Early 80s. It might say inside. But it's like new. Nice gold brochure. So the two reasons for me taking an interest is, firstly, it's local. This is a matinee at Gunton Hall, which is local to me, a venue I've played many times. It's actually a Warner's Holdy Camp, but it's a nice venue, and they have, over the years, lots of visiting cabarets. And, of course, this was a midnight matinee, featuring all the local acts in summer season from Great Yarmouth and Lowestoft. What a bill, absolutely. What a rat, what a bill. And the second reason I've taken interest is because I'm a water rat. And there's many friends on the bill. So let's have a look inside of this Gunton Hall. So straight away, you've got an advert on the left from John Randolph Sutton, great close friend of mine who passed in 2016. We're great close friends who met up every week, at least once a week. He ran this RJ Entertainment's Anglo Limited and booked majority of the shows on the East Coast and beyond. There's one there for Gunton Hall, 1982. So I wonder if it was Warner's then. I think it might have been Ladbrokes, possibly. Now let's look at the... So we've got an advert for Headley House. Now, look at this. King Rat, Dec Clusky. Saw Dec recently. Fantastic water rat. Past king. Dec Clusky from The Bachelors. And we have here companion rat Jack J. And of course Jack J, his grandson is a water rat. Frida must have been his wife. Jack's nanny. Peter and Christine, of course, Peter J, Christine J. Ben and Joe, so the J family. Windmill Theatre Hippodrome. Of course, they had the royalty as well. Say Headley House. King Rat. Now, let's get to the programme itself. Now, this is signed by Star of Great Yarmouth. Signed to Janet. Leslie Crowther. Isn't that brilliant? It's just such a great piece of memorabilia. Excuse the sniffs. A bit hay feverish. So let's go through this. We've got Max Bedford Sound, who are the band. Now Max, I've worked with many times. Lovely chap, Max and Faye. For the Max Bedford Sound, they're still local. I'm not sure if he's still working or not. They've backed me on many occasions at Vauxhall and various places. Charlie Smithers, again, another close friend who was local, a fantastic Cockney comedian. I've actually released an album of his called The Very Best of Charlie Smithers. I'm thinking about re-releasing that. So he was Prince Rat at the time. And he introduces Chas McDivitt, a current water rat, who proposed me to be in the Water Rats. The great Chas McDivitt of Freight Train fame. Lenny Henry, now he was working at the Britannia Pier at the time. I'm not sure who the top of the bill, maybe he was on with Cannon and Ball. Lenny Henry, Aura Pascoe, don't know. Jimmy Marshall, of course, the father of Terry Marshall, as in the Amplifiers. Terry's a water rat, fantastic sax player. Syd Francis, I presume that's I Could Crush a Grape, Syd Francis. He was at the Wellington Pier. Cannonball Britannia Pier, so Lenny would be on with Cannon and Ball. And Cannon and Ball introduce Bernie Clifton, another water rat. So there's a lot of water rats on this show, majority, but there's some that are not water rats. So Bernie comes on with his ostrich, and they've got this interval here. We'll read that bit in a minute. Oh, I love that signature from Leslie. I love Leslie Crowther. So Max opens up the second half. Alan Freeman, Grand Order of Water Rats member. The late Alan Freeman. Jimmy Cricket comes on. He was on the Wellington Pier at the time. Great Jimmy. And I wonder who the special guest star was. If you know, let me know. All That Jazz, London Pride. introduces. Don't know if they're a dance group. And then Leslie comes on. Now Leslie looks like he was at the Sparrow's Nest. The Sparrow's Nest was a great little theatre in Lowestoft, which I'd played when I was a child in a group, kids group, and that was a lovely one-level theatre. Unfortunately, no longer there. So it doesn't say how long these people do. Probably about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Then Mike Lancaster, fantastic comedian. He comes on, introduces Pete Collins. I presume Pete Collins is the band leader. Pete Collins he used to be at Pontins Pakefield, if that is the same Pete Collins. Maybe he sang. So I know he sang cabaret as well as having a band. Then the great Chubby Oates comes on. Chubby, absolutely fantastic. And I'm still in touch with his daughter, Susan. And then he introduces Wayne King. And Wayne King was at the ABC Great Yarmouth. I wanted to say the organisers express sincere appreciation to all the artists and musicians, management and staff of Gunton Hall, to the Joe Set dancers acting as programme and raffle sellers, members of the Grand Ward of Water Rats and gentlemen of the press. And as always, programme subject to alteration, because all these acts do this for free, and if something comes along that they need to do, then obviously there'll be a replacement. Adverts, Cliff Hotel, Gunton Garage. Wow. I think that's where I get my car washed. Great Yarmouth Races and a beer advert. What else we got? We got Hair Affair. Are they a dance group? No, they're hairdressers. Gina Flair, ladies and gentlemen's fashion wear. Morlings, the classic shop. Very much missed. Seagull Recording Studio. I don't know if I'm still there or not. Yeah, I remember recording there with the pre-mentioned band. And that's it, I think. Is there anything else? No, that is it. So what a lovely thing to have. For many reasons, in great condition. I saw it on eBay. And we are still doing Water Rat shows. We're doing one. We just done one in Devizes 2 or 3 weeks ago. And we're doing one in Great Yarmouth in February, which just... I didn't plan this for the video, but actually the poster's just there, look. Steve Hewlett, Ian Richards, Steve Barclay, Kevin Dean, Rick Wakeman, David Capri, Rolo, Nina Hewlett, Mike Martin. Sunday the 4th of February. There are 3 more acts who are going to be on that are not on the poster, and that is the amazing Ross Lee of the Pranker fame, Hollywood movie fame, The Bubble, and endless TV appearances. Also Paul Adams, top international comedian, and also very respected top Glenn Miller vocalist and singer in his own right of his own well-known band, Mark Porter. So I didn't plan to mention that, but yeah, the main video was about this little gem here. Grand Midnight Matinee in aid of the Grand Ward of Water Rats. What was it again? 1982, wasn't it? Yeah. So 41 years on. In honour of all these friends who have passed on, including Charlie and John, etc. Anyway, that's the end of it. All the very best. See you on stage.